Okay, in this video I want to talk about the different parts of a plant. Okay, this might be a bit intense in terms of the content. It might be a lot of stuff to remember, but that's how it is with this stuff. So here are the basic parts of a plant, right? You've got the ground, you've got the flower, so that's one part of a plant, flower. You've got the stem, okay, the stalky bit, the stick. You've got the roots that go on the ground, okay, that hold the tree, the plant in place. And you've got the leaves. Okay, these are the four parts of a plant: flower, stem, leaf, and roots. So the leaf, what's the role of the leaf? The leaf basically collects energy from the sun, right? Okay, and it makes food for the plant. It makes food using photosynthesis. Okay, remember how I talked about photosynthesis? I mentioned how there's a chemical in the leaf. I'll talk about that later. Chemical in the leaves that convert the sunlight into food, energy. Okay, here are the parts of a leaf that you should also know. So if I can draw it properly. Okay, you've got the blade bit. The blade bit, as the name suggests, is the sharp bit, okay, with a pointy bit. So it's a big chunk. You've got what's called the midrib. Midrib. Think of it as your ribs, right? Your ribs have got this line that goes in the middle, right, vertically, upwards. This is the main vein. Okay, it's a vein. It's a main vein of a leaf. Okay, goes from the base of the plant, the base of the leaf, all the way to the apex. The apex is the pointy bit. Okay, apex is the highest part of something, so that's the apex, the pointy bit of the leaf. Mid-rib, just think of your ribs. Think of the gap in between, right? And if you look closely at a plant leaf, so if you go to your backyard after this video and take a look, you can see, initially it might not look like a vein, but if you look closely, it actually does look like a vein, similar to the ones in your body, right? This is the leaf tip, I should mention. Okay, there's one more part of the leaf called the petiole. This is the leaf stalk. Okay, this is the stalk of the leaf. So when you pluck a leaf off a tree or a plant, the wooden bit, sort of, okay, it attaches the leaf to the main stem. So this is the petiole here. It attaches it to the stem. They're the main parts of the leaf. This might be a bit complicated, but I'll break it down for you. I'm now going to be talking about the internal parts of a leaf. Okay, what's inside a leaf? So if I was to get a leaf, let's say. Okay, and I was to zoom in, let's say here, here's what I would see. Okay, excuse the mess, I'm not a good drawer. You've got layers and layers. Okay, the cross section is basically what it looks like when you cut it up, okay? Okay. Okay, it looks complicated, but I'll break it down for you. Now, the top part of the leaf, okay, let's pretend there's a vein running through here. Let's pretend this is this bit. That's the midrib. What you have beneath the first layer is called the epidermis. Okay, this is the skin of the plant. Okay, sorry, the top layer is the skin. Right, same thing on our skin. We've got an epidermis layer. Okay, it's made of cells. Next layer underneath that is called the palisade. Okay, below that you've got the spongy layer with air, spongy layer. You've then got stomata, the stomata, which is the big hole here and here. Then you've got guard cells, which is the dark arch around the tunnel. Okay, that's what it looks like, internal parts. I'll talk about them a bit later. And I should also mention that the palisade and the spongy layer are basically known as one big layer called the mesophyll layer. Okay, it's one layer. And the mesophyll layer is made up of mesophyll cells, so it's made of plant cells. Here's what it looks like. Okay, plant cells are rectangular, remember? Here's what they look like. You have a nucleus. Okay, think of a stadium, football stadium, the analogy I gave last time. Nucleus is the football team. You've got chloroplast. You've got the vacuole, where the waste is, the bins, okay? You've got the cell membrane, okay, the wall, stadium wall. The cell wall on the, the cell membrane's here. Cell wall is on the outside. So think of the cell wall as security. The cell membrane is the walls. And the cytoplasm is the jelly bit where the nucleus and chloroplast live, okay? That's the mesophyll cell. Okay, let me now write down the definitions of the different parts, the organelles, I should say, of the cell. Let's hear the organelles. Organelles, remember, are the parts of the cell. You have the cell walls. Okay, what's the job of the cell walls? To provide structural and mechanical support to protect the cell. Okay, think of security and stadium walls. Okay, their role is to protect it. Okay, structural, so to keep it in a rectangle shape. Okay, so the cell walls are there for. You've got the cytoplasm. Okay, that's for chemical processes to happen. There's the stadium that allows processes to happen. So that's the stadium itself. Lets the players have their match. Number 3, you've got the cell membrane. Okay, it acts as a barrier. And it controls the movement of the substances coming in and out of the cell. Think of this as the stadium doors. Okay, stadium doors. Number 4, you've got the chloroplasts. Okay, these contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, if you remember, is a green substance, green chemical, that absorbs light energy for photosynthesis. Okay, the green chemical, the stuff that makes green leaves green. Okay, then you've got the vacuole. Okay, this is the container that holds moisture, sometimes waste. Okay, think of this as the storage place. Okay, like a bin. Then you've got the nucleus, number 6. The nucleus, okay? Nucleus basically contains all the genetic make, the code, so the DNA, which controls the activities of the cell. Okay, think of the executive team at the stadium, right? So it contains the DNA, it contains your identity. Okay, the nucleus of a cell contains your identity, right? And implants as well. They're different parts of a mesophyll cell. Let me now talk about the different layers of the plant that I mentioned. The epidermis, okay, the skin. What's the epidermis layer? Okay, this covers the upper and lower surfaces of the leaf, right? Okay, they're made up of cells, just like your skin is made up of cells. Okay, and it basically controls things like gas exchange, so oxygen coming in, and carbon dioxide coming in, carbon dioxide coming in, and oxygen coming out. Okay, so it controls gas exchange, and it transmits sunlight for photosynthesis. Okay, so it absorbs the sunlight. It's the skin layer. Same thing with your skin, right? What's the mesophyll layer? Now for mesophyll, just think of the word middle, M for middle. Okay, it's the middle layer of the leaf. Okay, it includes the tissue, which builds up most of the inside of the leaf. Okay. The upper layer of the mesophyll layer, so the upper layer of this layer is called the Palisade layer. So think of P for photosynthesis. Okay, that's what it does. It captures sunlight for photosynthesis. P for photosynthesis. The lower layer of the mesophyll layer is the spongy layer. Okay, this contains rounded cells. Okay, more rounded cells than this layer. Okay, and the cells are loosely packed in this case. Cells are loosely packed. Okay, being circles, they don't really fit well together, but rectangles fit well together, right? So they're loosely packed in this case because they're round. Okay, so cells are loosely packed and they're separated by airy spaces. Okay, that's why it's spongy layer. Sponge, yeah, right? You've also got, want to talk about the stomata. That's the tunnel that I drew. Stomata, these are the little mouths or tunnels, little mouths, okay, which control water loss, oxygen release, and carbon dioxide intake. Okay, so gas exchange and water loss. Okay, the tunnels. Think of water traveling through tunnels, right? Now, the openings in the stomata are actually formed by two specialized cells called guard cells. Remember, specialized cells have a task to do. They protect it, right? Control openings of stomata. Okay, the security guards, basically, of the leaf. And they also control gas exchange. So think of the guard cells as security. Think of the gas as being members walking in and out of the stadium, right? In and out. So they control the gas exchange process by opening and closing the stomata. Okay, think of the stomata in this case as well as being like a door, right? They control it by opening and closing the door. So they control the stadium. Let me now talk about the difference between chlorophyll and chloroplast. So chlorophyll, I can't spell, chlorophyll, and chloroplast. Now, leaves collect sunlight using chlorophyll, okay? Chlorophyll is the green chemical. This is found in chloroplast. That's what the difference is between the two. Okay, so the chloroplast is like the building block of chlorophyll, right? So remember, here's the plant cell, here's the nucleus, here's the chloroplast, okay? The chlorophyll is the overall color that it gives. So the chloroplast is the location of photosynthesis to occur, okay, where the green plants can convert sunlight to chemical energy. Okay, so sunlight gets converted into energy. Okay. Now, chlorophyll, here's where it's located. The green chemical is located in the mesophyll layer, the medium layer of the plant. Mesophyll layer, the mesophyll cells, the mesophyll layer, basically, yeah. Mesophyll cells in green plant leaves. Okay. So chlorophyll, things have a color because they reflect the other, they absorb other colors and reflect one color. So the chlorophyll reflects the green color and it absorbs all the other colors. So that's why chlorophyll is green. Okay, and chlorophyll is also the powerhouse of the cell, powerhouse of the plant cell. Okay, plant cells need this. Okay, it's very important. That's why it's called the powerhouse. They're the different parts of a leaf.